Urban legend has it that under the intersection of 76th Street and Pitkin Avenue, just a few blocks away from Grant Avenue Station and just east of Euclid Avenue Station, there is an abandoned, unfinished station. The station supposedly was part of a plan to extend the IND Fulton Line to 229th Street in Cambria Heights. The myth has been kept alive by small pieces of evidence in what was supposedly an April Fool's Day joke post detailing the history of the rumored station. So is there anything to this urban legend? Does 76th Street Station exist? I decided to travel to the supposed location of the station to find out more. The story of 76th Street Station begins with the Fulton Street Elevated, an elevated rail line which ran from Fulton Ferry to Ozone Park. Before the MTA, there were 3 subway companies, one of which was the Independent Subway System, or IND. In 1929, the IND began planning their own Fulton Street line directly under the Fulton Street Elevated. This underground line would be opened in 1936 and would continue to expand, rendering many stations on the Elevated obsolete. The elevated line stopped running trains past Rockaway Avenue in 1940. It's rumored that the IND planned to extend their Fulton line east to Cambria Heights and the Rockaways. However, the extension east was never built due to cost and engineering concerns, and the line ended up connecting to the former elevated line in the former LIRR Rockaway branch via Grant Avenue, or so it's thought. The claim that the extension was never constructed is disputed by some, who say that the supposed 76th Street Station actually was built. The story goes that the station, 76th Street Station, was apparently constructed relatively secretly and fast as part of this planned extension. Union workers suspected that there was a cover-up of non-union work at the station, and the station was abruptly closed soon after. New maps and signs were prepared erasing 76th Street from existence, and it was soon forgotten about. So is this true? Well, the story was originally detailed in the post by Joseph Brennan on an online page about abandoned stations. However, this post was made on April Fool's Day, which has cast serious doubt on its validity. The post claims to show photos of the station itself, however these are clever photoshops of other stations. These maps featured on the page also supposedly show the existence of the 76th Street Station. I decided to start by heading to the alleged location of the station, the intersection of 76th Street and Pitkin Avenue, underneath which the station is said to be located. Apparently, there's supposed to be a law office in this residential area, which some claim is further proof of the area being the former location of the station, as the station would have industrial zoning rights. I didn't see this office though, although I did find a tattoo shop. Some claim there are also subway grates in this area, although I found none. The intersection itself is pretty inconspicuous. There wasn't anything that stood out, it just looked like a normal residential area. I looked around a bit and then I made my way to the nearby 80th Street station. The station, which I mentioned previously, was built on the remnants of the elevated line and was connected to the IND's Fulton Street line via Grant Avenue. While I was there, I just looked around and took a few videos of the trains passing by. So what other proof of the supposed station exists? Firstly, many theorists point to evidence found on the tunnels between Euclid Avenue and Grant Avenue. A set of layup tracks known as the Grant Layup below the active A line abruptly end with the large concrete wall, past which was supposed to be, and some say still is, 76th Street Station. Many signals are installed in the wrong direction, facing the wall, pointing once again to the existence of 76th Street Station past the wall.
This is Grant Avenue.
Pitkin Yard is connected to the tunnel, and a yard lead pointing east ends at a cinder block wall, which may have been abruptly constructed to block off the 76th Street Station. Here, more incorrect signals facing the wall can be found, and when dirt and sand is shoveled from below the wall, more clean wall and sand can be found below, suggesting it was filled in. In an interview with the New York Times, a police officer alleged that there used to be a door in the wall, and that when he walked through, he discovered an almost complete station, just missing turnstiles and a token booth. The officer claims his colleagues, whom he said are now all dead, saw the station as well. In addition, a taped-up portion of a signal board was discovered in a junction tower, which clearly shows 76th Street Station as a station. Signal plans also show signals for a future 76th Street Station. This all points to the possible existence of a 76th Street Station, although we'll never know for sure. The station could have been abandoned or unfinished, or perhaps beyond the wall is only a small part of the extension which was stopped abruptly for whatever reason. Or maybe, and probably most likely, beyond the wall is nothing. After all, there is evidence against the station's existence, including a lack of subway infrastructure, press coverage, and transportation board records. For now, we'll never know the answer to this decades-old urban legend, and maybe someday the truth will be discovered. Until then, this myth will live on only in our minds. Thanks for watching this video. This video took a while to make, but it was a lot of fun, and I even made it on the request of a viewer in the comments section. If you have an idea for a video and you want me to explore some secret of the subway, or have me explore any specific station, just tell me in the comments and I'll try to make a video about it. Until then, see you soon, and thanks for watching.